outside noise and stuff. D'Lo's is a name that's been in virtually every trade rumor since trade season started. What have you seen from his focus here these last 5 games? And you touched on this the other day, but what does he mean potentially to this team moving forwards?
I mean, just his skill set. First of all, he's done a wonderful job, being a pro about all of it. So much stuff that we can't control. And that said, he's just really locked in on his game, focused on ways he can help the team, communicating, competing. Tonight, was one of the most complete games I've seen him play since he's been back in a Laker uniform. He was great on defense, great with his activity, great on and off the ball offensively. He was huge and great way to respond. And, the Trailblazers have a certain record, but at the end of the day, they still got a lot of firepower over there in terms of Brogdon and Simons and Jeremy, DeAndre, all of those guys. So it was a great win, great bounce-back win for us, just, regardless of the opponent playing the way we know we need to play on both sides of the ball. But he was right at the forefront of that, him, Brian, those guys. It was great to have Cam back, Rui. All of those guys really pitched in. It was a total team effort.
Darvin, that starting group had some success in both the first and the third quarter. Not that typical point of attack guy, maybe defensively on it, but other strengths. So what did you see from there, and does that shift in any way, kind of like the scheme or the way you play or things like that?
No, we just, one of the things we talked about in the film room, man, was just, being great in transition D, being great closing out the defensive possession with rebounds, and felt like all 5 guys were doing that, and they did a great job of we did an awesome job of communicating our activity. Everybody coming into a play, whether they were on the ball, guarding a screener, just ready to guard, and everyone behind that. Had a couple mishaps here and there, but for the most part, 90% of the game, we were on point. So it was good to see those 5 out there together. Rui stepped in and made a huge impact. He was really, really good in his minutes. Obviously, Brian. It was great to get AD under 27 minutes for the night. I don't know when the last time that's happened, but and D'Lo had it going. D'Lo was the guy spearheading everything, so it was good. It was a good start by our starting 5.
D'Angelo's averaging 27 points since being put back in the starting lineup 5 games ago, and obviously he's shooting over 50%, so that's part of it. Is there anything that coincided with that shift in terms of how your overall offense has been executed that has contributed to his personal success?
I think whenever we play with pace, whenever we push the ball, we're consistent with our running habits, we're forceful with our running habits. All types of things are going to open up, and again, we stress whether, you can. It's a multitude of ways to put pressure on a defense, and early in transition, really starting with great defense, but even still, the other team makes a field goal, getting the ball out quick, rushing it up the floor, getting into what we need to get into in order to be able to explore multiple options, and I think along with that, playing with a physicality. We talk about creating an advantage through screening and rolling hard, attacking the paint. That was a focus tonight. It's a focus overall for our team, trying to dominate the paint and protect the paint defensively. But again, offensively, just playing with a lot of force and physicality. And lastly, the ball movement and being shot aggressive. Ball movement, and once you're open, being ready to shoot as the ball is on its way to you and being shot aggressive. And I think that's been the biggest thing. He's been very deliberate, very decisive in terms of what he wants to get, whether it's to set up another teammate or to attack himself.